What's up, traders? Flat day for me. Let's find out why. What up, traders? How y'all doing? It's your boy Marv, the man, the myth, the professor. So let's go ahead and do our recap, our breakdown today. I didn't take a trade today. Nothing triggered for me. I was quite all right with that, considering the options. It was kind of it was interesting because there was some plays out there, some things ran. I don't like to chase, and I didn't want to force my way into the stock. I let it come to me. It either meets my criteria or it doesn't. So let's go look at everything. First, we'll start with the Dow as we normally do, so we can see what the Dow looks like in the SPY. Okay, here we go, traders. So here is the Dow. And we are having a little bit of a slippage here. As we can see, it was trying to stay here, and now it's challenging this area that we drew. We drew this line yesterday, matter of fact. The MA did come up a little bit, so we'll see. It's just sideways. It's still sideways action. It's neither up nor down. It's just sideways, real consolidated action. Let's go ahead and jump over to the SPY, and let's see what the SPY looks like. Should look the same, if not very similar. And yes, again, we see a little bit more slippage here, bigger of a gap down. I know this morning when I was I got my notifications on my Yahoo Finance. It was saying that the Dow had slipped pre-market, so I already knew that it was going to be one of those type of days. So it's all good. Sorry if you guys hear my kids in the background. I'm parenting while trying to be a traitor. Have fun with that. All right, so let's see here. What are we going to move to? The first stock that we're going to look at today is WATT, W-A-T-T. So let's go ahead and have a look. I'm going to share my screen. Let's see what was going on there, okay? So let me jump over here. Oops, I don't need to do that. Actually, I do. To the 15-minute. Okay. And here's WATT, W-A-T-T. I was really only looking at 3 stocks this morning. WATT. So here's what we saw. Well, pre-market. Truthfully, this was a hard one to read, in my opinion. You can force anything, but I don't like to force anything. So I was looking to grab this down here at the $2 range, I should say. It just didn't play out. It literally ran at the opening and it just sold off all day. So it didn't create an opportunity. And then I didn't play it off of the MA because it was kind of going sideways into the MA. I wanted it to dip down to the MA and then bounce. And so since that didn't happen, I just kind of stuck to my guns and I let that one go. The next stock that we are going to talk about here is VXRT. Now this one was a little more disappointing because I felt like I had a better read on this one. So for starters, I wanted it. I had a first buy area. Actually, it was up here, and as you can see, it right before the open started pulling down. So the second buy area was right here at 256, but I knew that it would have a hard time going straight down to 256, and that the MA was going to try to save it. So essentially what I did is I put an order in at 270 because at the time the MA, let's see, this first candle was at 270, right? And in fact, let's see, it was at 266 in that last pre-market candle. So I used that as my basis and I said, okay, 270. So I put an order in for 270. This came to 275. And even if I would have put in an order for 275, it doesn't guarantee that I would have got the stock. However, it came to 275. It didn't come into my entry point, and then it ran all the way up to 346. That is a great trade had it been able to trigger, but I didn't get it. Okay, so I could have taken the second opportunity on this one and played the MA play. I had an order in at 285, and when this candle closed here, it looked like it was about to sell off, and so I just canceled my order because I was like, man, this thing looks like it's gonna drop, and I'd rather catch it at 256 if it was gonna do that. And then it bounced, and it happens sometimes. Sometimes you just got to trust your gut, and it's okay that it didn't work out for me. But the bottom line is I stood strong on where I wanted it. It just didn't work out. This candle looked like it was gonna sell off like this candle did, and I just didn't want to be a part of a big red move down right at the entry point. It was different if this came to here and bounced, right? But literally, it was hovering right before I pulled my order off the table, and I'm just like, man, this candle could do anything, and it looks like it was gonna just dip. So I just didn't take it, and that's okay. It's 100% okay to stand true to that, and not force anything, or you don't have to force play. You don't have to feel like you're missing anything, okay? Because you're not. The market's open tomorrow and the next week and a week after that and the week after that. There'll be plays. You don't have to force anything. The last play we're going to talk about is XSPA, XSPA. Let's go ahead and share my screen. And this one right here, I had it pre-market on my list. These are the 3 stocks I had pre-market. XSPA. Okay, so this one, I didn't trade it. It was 2 entry points. One here at 58 and another here at 52 or 53, essentially. And the reason why I didn't take this is because these candles were yesterday post-market, not today pre-market. And so I didn't know if it was going to have the type of run that I was looking for. And, it would have been nice if this candle was here and it didn't dip down to 56. I didn't trade it because I just didn't trust it, and I just figured if I'm gonna take a shot, I'd rather take a shot at 53 and leave it at that. And so it came into 50. What is this? What is the low of this candle? This low of this candle is 59.10, and then the next candle it gets you in if you would have took it here. But man, look at the low of this candle. The low of this candle is 56. Depending on your resolve, you got to be strong, because you got to remember this is a 50-cent stock, so that means 10% is just 5 cents. Okay, this thing got you in here at 58 if you did that, and then it ran down to 56, and you don't know how far this is gonna go, and so I just kind of would rather. I wish this would have ran all the way right here. That'd have been beautiful for me. But it just didn't, and I'm okay with the fact that it didn't. Like I said, man, the market's open tomorrow, and it's open on Thursday, and it's open on Friday, and it's open next week, and the week after that, and the month after that, and so on. You don't have to force a play, is my point. Okay.